Hola, peeps. I thought I'd swing by for a minute this evening. I was actually thinking about coming on earlier and then doing the thing, and then we'll give another day or two. A little busy anyway. It's been a very long day and night. Hell, it's been a long life at this point. I thought it felt like 900 lifetimes before meeting this unfortunate place. Now it's like that times 1,000. Anyway, so yeah, it's been a long day. Just finished dinner and coffees with Little. And, well, I'm not. I probably should not be having any more today, or probably ever. But you know, oh, what was that? Squirrel. Hold on. Okay, not my squirrel. Now, don't mistake that bunch of squirreling for the squirrel. Titties right here. No double meanings or hidden bingo cards or anything there. That's been a squirrel day though. Cat's brought in a whole freaking squirrel tail. It's like the fuck you got? Yeah. I was like, that's a whole squirrel tail. Good job, guys. Good job. Anyway, it's better than eating my leg like they have been. And the fam are a little concerned about that. Yeah, still thinking about self-amputation at this point. Seems like a pretty good idea to me. Anyway, yeah, it's never a good sign. Like, I couldn't even sleep for even a little bit in between last night. Say, well, I with like cats under my blanket, like eating, attempting to eat bits of my leg. Like, what the hell, bro? Anyway, like, I get it, but y'all gotta go. Stop that. Oh well, anyway, I'm still on the walk it off path. Anyway, I've been, paying attention somewhat throughout the past month and a half as I've been over here playing stupid games of, oh, I don't know, push up numbers and whatever, and garbage techniques. Yeah, all this garbage shit they've been doing for a bit. Um, for many reasons, all ending suddenly with a weird message, bunch of fuckery, and a certain and coinciding with this, y'all think you're funny in the apps back here, right? the other day. But thank God somebody, whoever's running the push-up games numbers in there got the point that I wasn't going to respond or be distracted by that bullshit either. And so there was that. Kind of just let that go to the wayside. They're just always doing so much right now, aren't they? So much damn extra. Just much too much. Anyway, so for past month and a half, been paying attention-ish. Seems the same pattern would emerge. And it did pretty early on. I've been kind of watching. Sebastian's. A case over here on YouTube. Pimps. It's not failed to disappoint yet, right? Same damn playbook. Same one. They kind of tried to swap up characters. They let some of the Build-A-Bears take over. They built up around this one on whatever like in the background. Throughout this and tried to keep squeaky clean of everything. And the mains are wiggling or going dark, that type of shit. You know. We've already discussed that. And of course, we had the whole bullshit about search crews and how law enforcement's corrupt and shit. I don't know. All the things are there, right? They keep telling you that Sebastian and Summer's cases are exactly alike. They're correlating. No, they're just feeding off two at once. They're feeding off of many, including Layla's, Holland's, Sebastian's, and Summer's Croston's. Uh, yeah, basically east to west right now. I cannot imagine. You know what? I can. It's a fucking problem. It's my problem with it. Same playbook, man. And then they get their little claws into one person around a case. Seems to have been Seth. And then that draws out Chris and Katie. And then they start pitting and doing things and running with the chat. Same MO, right? Just letting them run heavy with all the trash and garbage and insinuations and accusations and all that. And just as fast as they can fucking go. While they know those people are sitting there watching. Like in Smiley's, for instance. Oh, God, that live stream, it kills me. The lies there. And the bullshit from Tammy's story. Let me tell you. Ain't that one something special? Years of dealing with that one. That particular piece of shit. Anyway, I think we've all seen through Summers how much she really cares about children and the truth, light, in the American fucking way. And how many lives she'll take to get there. Oh, God. Once again, it's so convoluted already, but see if you've had years to be here. You can just look for it. Even the characters that are changing back either into original clothing from several years ago or those trying to go under new names in these chats. And I'm just, yeah, they're just boring the absolute shit out of me. But once again, You have the Cajun Navy bullshit to discount that to try to get equal search in, to get this stuff, that flyer bullshit, the whole nine, everything, right? You have them pitting parents against, parents, whatever else they can get in. God, then they got blood in the water, right? Like, talk a DV and they say, oh my God, and then this place is really lit up, and now it's really like thrown in. You got the fucking behavior panel over there and doing the opposite. Don't even make no damn sense from their calls on. You know what? All y'all fucked up. All of you are such fucked up human beings. Y'all want to talk shit about anybody on being here? I don't even want to hear it from anybody at this point. Y'all are some fucked up individuals over here on true crime, trauma, fucking tragedy pimp YouTube land. The hell is wrong with all y'all? From the don't fuck around with cats, the defunct web sleuth groups, the fucking bored Karens. The hell is wrong with all y'all? Damn, who raised you people? Real. Anyway, I just can't even. Right? I think there's also been a Where's Grandma line in here, but right now the only reason I'm choosing to mention anything is because boy, they've done it all quick, haven't they? In ways. This time it's a little quicker paced. Oh, fuck. We've also had some billboard bullshittery in here, some GoFundMe fuckery. Looks like TBI, despite you all thinking they're all stupid and inept and can't get anything done, and calling for some cold case or some other fuck face on YouTube that's supposed to be whatever tool bag to take over, right? I don't know. It's whatever fuck. Anyway, my thing is that this is just a little out of, I just can't. And past 4 or 5 days, shit's been leading up. Smiley led the way in. Of course, Prayer Gardens in tow. Jay for Justice. Oh, who could forget that bitch? Anyway, and her fuckery. Nah, there's been some Emma bullshit in here. I think Ryan finds untruth. That little, whatever the hell, build a douche that is. It connects back with Share Voices, Deception Detective, and, well, our fucking abuser and bullshittery. Among other many, many things, right? Just all of you. Just too damn much. Just too fucking much, right? But you got the Smiley. You got the Dawn Beat. You got the Prayer Garden. You got the J4. Just for Justice. I mean, of course you got the fucking Justin in there as always, too, but... And you got a Share playing in the bullshit again. Voices, preferred handler of the abuser. Who thinks like a dumb bitch that, she's been running a train on everybody for almost 3 years, right? That motherfucking monster train. Nah. She's about as useless and throwaway as, oh, I don't know, a 423, a Benny, a Cam and Allen. One day her usefulness will see its end for whoever and whatever it is that's using her. And she's mutual. It's fine. She's in Canada with AB up there. Oh, God, and you know that son of a bitch is running. You know he is. He's been going too heavy. Oh. And got Prayer Garden. Right. Mention that. Prayer Garden present for the first sort of bullshittery. I'm smiling. All the things that she first had the Proudfoots on. All the money bullshittery. fucking, I just can't even. Bro, I've been watching, I've been recording, I've been compiling. Did y'all think that was gonna end? Told you it wouldn't. I told you I'd hunt you to the ends of the fucking earth. In each and every fucking case you all touched. I came with a warning. Anyway, here we are again. Another fundraiser bullshit. Some of the creators doing the narrative that Sebastian is being held for monetary gain or something's happening for monetary gain. Here you've got the month plus long endeavor to turn it towards money any way they could to get parties doing dumb shit. And I wouldn't call it dumb, okay? Um, but it's set up shit. Now, I don't know if many of you caught PG last. Um, PG's over there giving shit down the road, right? I just can't even with y'all. Y'all are so good. Over there talking about shit, like, with fundraisers, and she won't have anything else to, and fool me once, whatever, or fool me twice, shame on me, you know, that type of shit, but damn, how many fundraisers is PG and J4 and fucking Cher and all them and everybody been involved in? What the hell are you talking about, lady? What the hell are you talking about? No, y'all do this shit on purpose. It's like the TBI warned. Um, looks to be Seth and Chris and Katie about with the GoFundMe's and the fundraisers, all bullshit, right? Because it would make them look certain ways, even if that wasn't the way it was. And I'm sure TBI by now figured out girl's playbook in each and every fucking case. Sure of it. Wednesdays we're gonna do pamphlets. I swear to it, we're getting there. Anyway, PG over talking about how, you know, she learned this. Bitch, please. How many times you do this or have hands on fuckery around marathon, scamathon bullshits and billboard bullshit and summers? Then try to light him off again with Cher in a convenient time to room effort about the time Hawkins News dropped the piece that the reward fund and hundreds of thousands raised by this exact group of motherfuckers on YouTube. I just don't buy that quince. But there you were on panel with your enemies, right? You're like, oh, I'm sure the cow, even though we're at hate stage 4,000 and the trolls are incoming, right? Oh, she'll sell the merch, and she'll sell the merch, and hey, Don, you know, and he's all like, well, instead of giving it to the boys, can we do land in Utah? The fuck? I don't even know about any of y'all. Oh, but yeah, acting like it's their first time over there, right? Somebody just now popped PG's marathons, camathon sensibilities, and oh my gosh, Cherry, give me a fucking break. Y'all falling for this shit again? Seriously? Seriously? Talking about, well, I swear to God, I heard the words. Well, he got 25,000. Then he said that was going to go to him because of work, whatever. And Why didn't he put it towards the reward fund? Because he would have immediately gotten it back. How the hell's that? I don't know. Y'all gonna attempt to like step some more motherfuckers, plant some more shit, go have an Olivia, a Bullhorn, or somebody else, a Ryan types, any of those? Go fuck with some shit on the ground. What the fuck, got a million tragedy pimps visiting properties to collect shit and scatter about like funky ass tragedy pimps set up glitter across communities? What the hell is it? Uh, make that make sense. You can't. Now I know it's PG and you often can't make sense of that one. This shit stinks to high heaven. You know why? Because they've done it many a times before. They've gotten far better at it and learned a little bit, I guess, through summers, but still pretty blatant what's going on right now, which players involved and whatnot. And then, I had never watched all of the interviews finally because it makes me want to vomit, and I didn't want to watch and see what they were doing to the Proud Butts, I was unaware Josh come up on panel to ask them another question he hadn't asked in Messenger, apparently. Go figure. And I was just blown away when I finally heard that. Blown away. Anyway, y'all out here screaming hashtag where's Sebastian, hashtag where's justice for. Oh, look, green hearts, purple hearts, all the hearts. Well, y'all be playing some dumb fucking games over here and pretending like you don't even. I can't. It's been years of this shit with you guys. I don't know which one of you has the playbook around here. No, I can take my fucking guesses. Okay? Be all of you. But, the playbook, can one of you some bitches just grab a hold of it and burn it? Do humanity a fucking favor already. These missing, murdered children, women, their families, communities, law enforcement. Have you tried that yet? Have you tried turning it off and back on? Maybe it'll work and you'll actually, like, I don't know, do something productive. Like, actually try to help find her. Do something productive. Never mind. Just don't. May there never. You know what? No. And if I hear one more of these damn creators in another case proclaim to parents, community, anybody else, or you all as chats that it costs them a fortune to run these channels or to do this hard Jesus-y type work, I'm gonna barf. I'm gonna barf. I watched in chat. And Smiley over there with Chris and Katie on panel was explaining because they were all like, no, 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 bitches. If you're gonna do the son's name in there, then go donate it to the billboards that they've already put up. I think 7 of them, which is weird because there was a whole 7 in billboards here too. You know what? It's fine. And apparently they, I don't want to touch on their details over there, but see, smiling in defense. Well, here I got 2 flyers. I printed out on my own fucking printer, but it cost me so much. And then she's getting on super chats, at night and shit, and only answering those. It's mind blowing. And then people in chats going, these creators, oh, they deserve it. They work so hard. They work so hard. Doing what? You know how much money it's costed me to run this YouTube stream here since I started it. Zero fucking dollars. If it's 6 people, maybe 8. Fuck, I don't know. Y'all know how I feel about penalties. Pretty sure I get like 6 or 8 freebies or something though. Okay? I am so sick of these sons of bitches telling y'all it costs money to run these motherfuckers. I know PG goes, I need the highest internet speed, and my children, my imaginary ones, my fiance, need the socks, but I can afford my weed brownies, and y'all go clutch Justin's pearls while we make fun of Summer's potential last meal at home or maybe on Earth. And, oh, God. I'm not a little old lady, but I'm a little scrub everything. Cinderella. You know. Anyway. Me and Mom, same stream. They're talking about how hard they work in the You got a real guy over there talking about how this shit and everything else is about costing his really good job. You got people in chat so mindfucked. Like, it doesn't matter. You all sit here and answer our damn questions, and we'll accuse you, and we'll do whatever we want, and say whatever garbage. Half of that's bullshit, because they let those chats fly to try to trigger. You can see Katie being distracted by and wanting to answer questions, and come back at people a little bit, you know. Oh dear, it's never good. But they do that on purpose to emotionally and psychologically manipulate, and to keep people on panels distracted. It's a fucking thing. We've been through it for years. It's gross watching it be done to other people. Seeing cries up for who all are the neighbors? We want their names. Yeah, please nobody give them to them. I'm sure they've already got them by Ancestry or Google or something, but for fuck's sakes, don't do that. Dear neighbors of Chris, Katie, and Seth, please do not in any way have any contact with these sons of bitches over here. You'll regret it. Alright? And by the end of it, they'll make it to where you're unemployable, you're somehow a goddamn suspect. You, your children, your aunties, they will decimate your entire fucking lives. They'll commit crimes against you. They'll stalk you. They'll go so real life you can't imagine or explain it to fucking law enforcement without looking like you're batshit. Unless, of course, you have unfortunate years to compile. And, anyway. You have no idea. And then they'll stand there after they've made it to where you are unemployable. They take everything from you, make you look like shit all across the universe, and talk about how they deserve to make money on your face, image, stories, statements, whatever the fuck they want, the annihilation of you, your real lives, etc. And you can just burn in hell until somebody coughs up the fucking truth, and don't dare put up a cash app and whatever, you know. Oh, they'll fucking do it, bro. And your children ain't safe. You got fucking children, you better run, because they'll try to take them on purpose to get near them. If they witness anything, they'll really fucking be after them. God forbid you have an abuser in the past that can figure out they can make money. They will fucking really come hard at you then. Oh, man, did you see how, like, much his tragedy Pimps elevated when they heard the words, maybe Chris has DV in his past around here? Oh, you could hear Cher and fucking BK and all of them just simultaneously like wet their panties over that prospect. You know how the Chers and them, they do love their DV. Oh boy, and they're abusers and monsters, and oh, they think yeah, it's fine. And now seemingly endless amounts of a mostly female audience right here wants to see other DV victims and SA survivors and shit in pain and all that. And DV brought out in stories and shit that don't need to be. And then they're all like, I swear to God. Just same playbook, bro. And then they got wind, of course, because of Seth about certain other stuff. Just like, oh, I don't know, Ziggy's made up bullshit. DCS and also crap and girls narrative shoot and whatever, right? That led to, you know, everywhere. And that's what gets me. The other day, did you hear him screaming, "Don't put that on Smash! Don't be doing that! Don't be saying that!" You remember that arc? Y'all done it for years around summer. And then at certain arcs, they're like, "Don't you dare put that on summer!" You know, depending on which tragedy pimp fight they were having that week. And which pieces of meat they were trying to move around. By meat, I mean real human beings and Summer's real community that they were all trying to put leashes on or trade spots. You know, it's fun. So anyway, it's just wild. Same shit. Um, but here we go again. Some more scamathon bullshit, right? More narratives, more false bullshit that's here. And, you know, I did hear, because I did watch Heights the other day with Seth on it, and I don't know why he come up there acting like monsters on PG that time, but he was like, "I'm just sitting here, I just want to come up and band list to you." That was weird. But he did, and he mentioned, you know, he's had to be out of work as long as there, so I don't know if that's where PG got that narrative from. I don't care. But I myself thought it a little strange the day before they were all supposed to, it was announced they were all working in a cohesive manner and as one from there on out. After, you know, the aggressive looking photo they tragedy pimped out to y'all, like Chris was threatening Seth and this or whatever, right? I think that was the day before that, but if I had my guesses, and I thought this one was seen the picture, I'd say that it was more of a, can you stay the fuck offline and stop the bullshit that's creating more shit? You know, I think if you listen to Smiley's, actually, please don't hit that. But in the very sort of beginning, though by that point, I think the behavior panel had done their thing on Chris and Katie and said that they didn't think they had anything to do with it and whatnot. But anyway, one don't even get me started on that. But it seemed like maybe, I don't, look, I'm not going to speculate on their case or anything. But I will continue to call out the tragedy and fuckery around these cases. Now, so in that way, I'll speak. All I can tell you is it looked like Chris was pretty wise to what the hell these people were up to. The game, the bullshit, and was not for it. I mean, Katie could as well. I'm sure after this many weeks. Um, and like I said, when I seen that picture, it was like, And then it was announced supposedly with, "Oh, we're all united front and fuck you," right? Or whatever the hell it was there. Like, I don't know. And then the next morning it was on Peters. It was like, ah. Then again, yeah, fucking hide over there taking questions from freaks like Smiley anyway. It's just a little weird for me. But whatever. Thing is, I think this place is laid very hard into him after that. Probably for the same reason they seemingly do that to everyone that's less than tolerant or of their bullshit or can sort of see them um, or what they're doing or calls them out for it or tries to get ahead of it or won't play fucking patty cake with them or get on here and just sling whatever, whoever and whatever fuck, and give them all the things they want or fall for their fucking tragedy pit games. Now, yesterday I made a swing by. I think it was yesterday. Might have been. Went by that talking head douche canoe from National TV. What was his name? He's been around a pretty long time. Politano or whatever the hell it is, right? He started a YouTuber at least a few weeks back that I noticed. And I was like, oh, goody, here we go. They're just all doing it. He's taking up cash apps and shit over to him, super chats. Okay then, whatever. For fuck's sakes. So, looked like Seth was in the chat. Looks like. Now they said it was. It was able to be, highlighted. So I wrote a short message and I was like, look, buddy, please, please do not play with tragedy pimps. Be very cautious. Like, I'm begging you. Basically, you have no idea. You know? Tried to keep it in the character limit. And, so anyway, that was that. So I don't know. Could have been the real one. Could have been another one. You never know. It depends on where AB's at these fucking days. Right. Anyway. Yeah. So what we have here is we're back to Scamathon territory and narratives and the build up for certain players. They swapped just a little bit around, but all are still connected to the same fucking crew. Same one, it's just different. I just I don't even know what. This is ridiculous. It's fucking gross. Yeah, there's no words good enough to describe whatever the hell this is here. There's just none. Evil doesn't cover it. Disgusting doesn't cover it. Vile. Inhumane. Terrorizing. Criminal. Felonious. None of those words are good enough descriptors. That's all I'm saying. Not a damn one of them. You could put them all in a basket, and they still wouldn't be sufficient. And you see, during that live of Smileys, what you'll notice is, even after the parents like it, she just jumps over and ignores it, says she earns every penny, and she went broke putting gas in her car the day before, and she's almost went broke through Summer's case doing something. Y'all tell me what the fuck she did! And Summer's somebody. She made a trip or two here, lied on all the goddamn neighbors, which I caught her at. Somebody was helpful enough to make a video. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. I just seen her on Ben Hill doing this on video, and then here she was running back to Justin with bullshit at Hawkins County Police Department, lying him, and then it hit the airwaves. What did she do that costed her so much that she went broke in Summers? Somebody please tell me. And then each time they come back from here, they make bukus, for those expensive channels they're running. Tell me what the fuck any of them have done. Please. Call bullshit. We all know it's bullshit. So then, alright, even if they're like, no, it's like they didn't hear. them because they don't want to, and then they start pushing the idea again, and this, the other, and blah blah. You know, you had the same GoFundMe fuckery happening too very early on. That was obviously being pushed out to Candace. Dawn sort of got the other Rose um, fucked around with, and then other things, you know, and then it became this and became that, and whatever else Nick grew as time went on, yeah, but, you know, you have the same playbook, and, it's just, and for me, I'm watching, and one of those around Sebastian is a little more social media oriented than the others. Maybe not catching on as quick or whatever, you know. But I'm gonna bet that's what the dark photo is about. It's about a please stop this bullshit. Let's work together. This is over, you know. Then this place comes up with, oh, he's threatening, he's what, and then I myself don't understand why. Then the next morning, yeah, I don't know, man. I just, all these tragedy pimps doing the same shit. But in the chat, you see him running. The same people in the other 900 chats a day where they know that, I mean, because I'm screaming out all this bullshit, wanting all these questions answered, and demanding this and demanding that from everybody around Sebastian. And then in the next breath or next sentence, they'll be like, even Justin, for all, of course, you know, he wants all the answers, he wants questioning it. But then the next sentence, be like, why are y'all even talking about you? Why are you worried about you? And can we get back to Sebastian now? It's like, man, they were talking about Sebastian. But it gives out this idea that they're not just constantly talking. And you notice they do that to anybody around any of these cases, especially when they're like, look, fuck you, tragedy pimps, and your bullshit. Or somebody's calling it something, or they're talking about anything tragedy pimps might be doing, uh, and how that might make them feel. And I could understand, even from Candace and Dawn's, you know, angle. And at first, it's like, they'd be like, don't make it about you. And that's the thing, like, all of these people around each of these cases, they're experiencing what you all are doing, causing an act in real life. In their real lives. And it will indeed live forever online and otherwise. But those people all have a right to feel and comment on that. But you watch the Justins and the Smileys tell all these people, like good little abuser 101 pamphlets, oh, it's fine for us to abuse you, shut the fuck up about it. And it's not about you. In the same breath, the tragedy pimp and all the audience will complain about how heckin' mean somebody's being as a fucking poor tragedy pimps. And they work so hard for these babies. They'll even do that in the face of fucking parents, uh, and anybody else around any of these open and active cases. They'll tell you how hard and how much they whatever and how much they give a shit and whatever else, right? How they're the ones being brutalized or they're being torn, bullet, whatever the fuck, right? But the people they're doing all this shit to, you know, their hard-earned wages around here on their Fortune 500 fucking YouTube accounts that are free as fuck. Um, just, it's mind blowing watching the abusive language and tactics and gaslighting, telling others they're doing this shit too in their chats and subs and members and pretend don't fuck with cats and their 40 owls and raincoats and all their bored ass Karens around the world want to terrorize and annihilate, stalk in person, and do all this real life shit. They have no right to speak about what any of these things do or cause them in real life and the harm and the heartache and the extra. According to everyone over here, they have no right to speak about what's done to them because they somehow deserve it because they're in or around. They just need to shut up and give everybody the answers they want right then, right now, but then also, take the money, don't take the money, and everything you do over here, it doesn't matter which way you go on anything. Um, they're gonna eat you for it. They're gonna make it a thing. They're gonna make it a narrative. They're gonna make it whatever. They'll lick your ass one way, eat you another. You give them what they want, and they'll lick your ass what's happening. They'll take it and eat it from the other end, and then annihilate you with it. Once they have it, it's kind of their thing. You're damned if you do, and damned if you don't. And they are always entitled, according to them and chats and subs and stuff, that they work hard, and nobody can say shit about it. Nobody around any of these cases can feel any type of way about it. Nobody can call them out for it. Uh, Everybody's just supposed to be a fucking on-call puppet, and the world's demand and behest, and just supposed to answer all the fucking questions. Like speak less, you speak. And well, the tragedy events somehow are supposed to make fortunes while they annihilate people's lives. It's pretty gross. I don't know how the hell anybody drinks so much Kool-Aid. I mean, seriously, really don't. But they do run here. Um, but it's the same playbook. It's just the audacity and the gall smiling the way. She's like, well, I'm gonna make my money. I don't even doing what? Lying to people? And I swear to you, mm-mm. And I did catch like 35 seconds of Jones, and yesterday there really was a whole eyebrow that flew off somewhere. By the way, I catch that. Not the eyebrow, but Jones kind of made me laugh yesterday. There really was a whole last eyebrow. It just took the hell off. It's like, really? Well, apparently Smiley was having some sort of meltdown about Seth being like, fuck you to everybody. Like, we're all working as a cohesive unit. Fuck all y'all. Sure had a meltdown about it too, but of course it's all the same players. All the same fucking folks. A few look like newbies, taking over the face of, or other players. putting out the narratives this time than the time before, but it's still same tangled web, right? Same damn places, people. Tune in, same time, station, whichever case, cross Tennessee, right? They want to tell you there's similarities between Summers and Sebastian's. Is there? Now, I did notice somehow, amazingly enough, there's another couch and a door situation. Except this time it's real. But, whatever. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Am I in the fucking Twilight Zone here? Seriously? I was like, let one damn person here mention a fucking shed, though. I'm gonna lose my mind. Mud pie, I mean, I got some of the worst damn eyebrows. A lot. But I've never lost one of mine. Like, maybe in a car wreck for a bit. But I've never, like, lost one of mine. Like, less lost it off my face. Not even in a pool or a midnight funsies pillow games, I've never lost an eyebrow. Motherfucker just got up and got gone. Fucking left. It's a true crime fucking mystery where that eyebrow went. Y'all should probably concentrate on that for a while and leave real missing persons cases alone. Y'all go solve the mystery where the fuck Smiley's eyebrow went. Fuck happened to that? Because we know that wasn't a good time. That was not a pillow or a pool situation. And I can't even believe that hooch is over there talking about telling Chris or Katie how being on the phone's abnormal. Oh, that's not something she did. Well, this here, you're not supposed to project, home slice. You're not supposed to be biased either. And the fuck you mean over there talking about? Like, well, I just don't find that normal. I don't think most people would do that. Bitch, it's 2024. They have sex toys that work through apps. No shit. Like different sides of the fucking moon and earth away from one another because long distance relationships, internet relationships, all that shit are pretty common. Get this. No shit, there's online dating. Kid you not, Smiley. Anyway, a whole hell of a lot of people around the world have long distance relationships or jobs that travel. Or holy shit, what about all those military members, that only like get to call or I mean I don't know. Just whatever, but it sounds good if she's saying it in an accusatory way, making it look sus as fuck or whatever, right? And then she's like, well, I don't know why you all do it because, well, I'm just like, go, whatever. Yeah, we've seen what Smiley does to her husband about the phone shit, ain't we? We've seen that. You remember how that poor guy kept coming in, asking for the phone because apparently it's the only one they got or something? But he needed it for important shit. And she was like, get out, I'm on YouTube. You can't have it. How goes? Meanwhile, she had a live going and on the phone. And he couldn't I'm like, holy shit. And the squealing she did, that meant like, meanwhile, then she starts in on Katie about how, well, doesn't that mean if you're on the phone with your husband or whatever for X amount of hours, then you're just ignoring your kid and you're doing whatever and you're not spending the appropriate amount of motherly time with your children? Like, bitch, maybe if you got the fuck offline and off the fucking phone and gave your hubs, like, the damn phone, so you probably call the doctor for some blood pressure medicine or something. Maybe you understand why it is that some people actually stay on the phone for a few hours at a time. I have eyebrows missing for better reasons than whatever the hell that was happening over there. I don't know. Jesus. Anyway, uh, meanwhile, let's not forget, allegedly, supposedly according to BK when he put out her stuff, and her one, maybe two of her something, some daughter-in-laws or else, they got some serious meth charges and shit. So I guess somebody wasn't parenting right, and I don't care how much time they were spending. Their kids got some issues. So who in the hell's that to be telling another person how to parent or what amount of time? Maybe if you'd spend a few more hours. Either way, maybe not online. Terrorizing children like mine, or body shaming, or sexualizing, or you and Justin talking about buttholes, and then you talking about my minor child's butthole and stretching it. Smiley. Maybe tell Chris and Katie what you're really about. Eh? Maybe some Nancy Grace. Maybe whoever the hell else y'all aiming for. Like, I can pull a straight ice baby and, like, replay that shit for the world over and over and over again. And what you really do and how much you really care about children around here, especially their private areas and body shaming and freaking Grinch craziness, targeted Grinch on purpose with a well organized group online that for some reason keeps doing this in case after case after case across Tennessee with the same playbook. Hey, Smiley. The rest of you, PG, J4, Emma. Emma's up in this shit too, I mentioned. Fucking Emma. And that's besides her and Ryan finds fucking Truth pissed off at Sullivan County Police Department, acting like he's all, now he's all like, I ain't reporting shit to the police. You know? Why have tragedy pimp on the boots on the ground commemorating this one Navy SEAL guy now? I get, yeah, okay. We're gonna verify 4 different ways before. Gonna touch it with the gloves first and call in fucking Olivia. See if we can get a special on Paramount or Netflix about it. You know? Where the fuck's Mallory at with the bad jokes? Anybody ready to bring in Bombshell again? AB, you got any fake accounts for any family members or Chris, Katie, Seth, the grandma? Anybody you got any fake Gmails running around their name typing out shit pretending to be them? Probably much like you, Emma, Zav, a few others pulled, and Summers, and TM. I done had to call the damn Moose Munch police up here in Canada and the FBI back on your bullshit over here. Have they done that yet? Here? In Sebastian's? I'm asking for a friend or two. Because they definitely had fake Gmails, YouTubes, and everything else connected with all of our names. Learning how to type like us. Even like AB did, and putting out information that looked like it was myself and others saying case-specific things. Which is real fucking not funny or cute. No, like him, TM said, it's just for games. We're just messing with it. No, you're committing fucking crimes. You're trying to make people look all kinds of ways. You're doing all kinds of weird shit. Criminal shit. And a well-organized group online via tech means. Anyway, in case after case after case. Y'all have at least 4 of those going simultaneously here in Tennessee, right? How much compiling for feds do y'all think it takes? How many years? What are the statutes on all this, you think? I'll bet it's more than a year. Hell, it usually takes longer than that to get back sealed diamonds or anything else. Anyway, but, you know, then Smiley over stumping for JLR. I laughed my ass off. I'm being super serious about this. She's like, well, why don't you just go talk to JLR? Now, mind you, JLR was on the ground. We all know what shenanigans he got up to at that point, don't we? Y'all remember that? Look, the dog hit. Oh my god. And then Dolly's out there falling asleep in the neighborhood trying to run over little kids, which is not to be mistaken for him over here hunting and stalking Hunter after Don B outs him downstate at a certain facility, and he gets moved here, and then Dolly stalks him. He's like, hey, little boy, when he rides up on him, he calls him by name, startles him, thinks that's funny because he's scaring him off some drugs or money to talk to him. Yeah, minor child. That was just fine with you all, too. But now Dolly's riding around Sebastian's neighborhood, nodding out and having a total baby-fied midget meltdown, Napoleon style, and going back home for a bit. I don't know. Has he made his way back yet? Or are they all busy at CrimeCon in Nashville this week? When is... I hear they're all going. It's the place to be this year if you're anybody that's a YouTube tragedy fan. I hear it's being held in Nashville this year. Yeah. Now, you know a few of those, they always make it. Chasing and then made it to what? The one in Vegas? Did Dolly go to that one too? Gosh, I can't remember. I know he went to an Upchurch concert once and had an incident with a female that alleges he assaulted her, not to be confused with his registered brother who lives at home and helps make your own soap and get your addresses to you and your children. Much like Ziggy and BK and all them do with all your fucking addresses when you ordered all kinds of makeup and things off it. You know, it's fine. It's totally fine. What's going on right here? Just ignore the man behind the curtain, you know. Just ignore the man behind the curtain. Also, yeah, where are hashtag Summer and hashtag Sebastian and Layla and Holland and the rest? Why, you tragedy pimps, fuck off and fuck over real people's real lives and destroy. You work so hard at it, though. With intent. And you go into each case, same playbook. And I'd love to think that some of you goofy bastards around here were really working for or with anyone legitimate, but not a snowball's chance in hell. At least in my opinion. Now I've watched some of y'all's best right here. Lie to me, try to bullshit me, play a lot of hand games with me. Ring alarm bells with deflections. Stupid games. They thought they were playing, but that I don't play with. There was no need to ever play in the first place. Watched them fuck off and get really caught with certain times and then proclaiming they were working with, I don't know, law enforcement here, certain players in it by name. But when they realized I was like, man, see your stupid shit. The change and the timing on things in an instant let me know I was being further fucked with and lied to. Doesn't take a super genius here to learn it. Never has. Never has. Looking back now, I'm watching these assholes, right? First few months after we came public and started, after it's time to eat us, for certain people, players, locals, and requests of, and whatever else was in the mix, right? And the hard insets began, especially as our abuser, you know, they thought was coming in full tilt out at a certain point. Um, and though he's always been back there behind the scenes with his helpful sidekick and such, and was fucking with us long before we were public. She thought it wouldn't matter because of what he was able to accomplish across those lines already. What he's continued to do in real life, behind the scenes, and the way this group's helped with all that fuckery. And to tamper with courts, judges, police. Like, but you see them, right? Especially during that period, start to pick up that, oh, Jody Sue, whatever, her script, and wait, and you'll be added into it, and this year, and Lola, just give her a minute, right? Ha ha ha. But then it turns out that eventually there's enough compiled to show that there were absolute scripts at that time, just like I was saying. And now it's been years. And even then, you could show one by one with each of these major incidents, plays, narrative pushes, all the shit. Jenny, Adrian, Monster, TM, Lips, Rojo, VK, all them shits around my daughter and I, and then, the ones where it was the culty shit and the share oriented PG bullshit with John and Emma and that one as well, and Nana and a few other, right? And then you have them, you know, you could show it in real time. But the more of those incidents you have happened, and you can show the rooms revolving, the timing, the players, them actually doing those things, then there it is. And you can see that there absolutely was a script, playbook, a target, an objective, things done on purpose by many working in a group effort. From the blackmail letters, but from the 423 call shits to everything. Monster and the rest with all this cornbread bullshittery that's followed all the way from Piper confirmations for Penny, Scott, blah, 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 to Penny, Jenny, Adrian, and then to Dolly and Ziggy and a panel writer, and then Ziggy and a solo, and Ziggy and a Fred, and then a monster and a Ziggy and a stall all the way in between, even on abusers on YouTube and throughout messengers and all these things. You can see it. The break-in bullshit, all the things. Them swearing up down I was being histrionic about the stalkers, but you can see from origin points that we were indeed being stalked even before we knew it. Definitely pickups, especially around and during October, especially after the scamathon shit, WJHL, that continued on. You have Yennefer and others linked to Monster, and these people like Ziggy and them from the beginning. Um, and Yennefer who couldn't communicate because I wouldn't communicate back in the inbox. You have the Cathy's and everybody else going back and forth. You have others that don't even know me proclaiming on ABs that they blah blah blah, and while he's making fun of saying I have no stalkers and all these people going with whatever. They'd sit there and tell you all it's been history on it. While they all goddamn good and well knew. It's like Scott's even said. He had people come back here at least twice a day. He still does. You have Ziggy coming back here and doing a helpful drive-by video. Benny airing it to the world. Not to be mistaken for the times Benny came back here on his own in 21 and otherwise and took pics. No, Ziggy went full tilt. Not to be confused because each incident was Ziggy coming back here doing that shit separate. And driving by here with her kid, teaching her how to harass, laugh at, have a good time, terrorizing another mother and child with real orders in place and a real predator on the fucking loose. And a fucking peeping Tom and helpful helper on that one somewhere still about. Yeah. And then crazies this place had set in. Like Pizzagate style. With the woo-woo batshit stuff, Like Sharon, all them, and John and playing that cult shit, eats babies, which all these things semi have a way back to Squall a whole hell of a lot. Her putting out certain shit along the way, clan, eats babies, kicks children off cliffs, suicide pills, she's crazy, blah blah blah. Then the false 5150 attempts by this group and planned efforts. Piper, Jenny, Adrian, our monster, others playing in it. Monster claiming people here. Otherwise, the judges had said shit or ordered shit they hadn't. Releasing order protection paperwork featuring a minor out of a juvenile court um, that was not to be released, immediately released to AB and otherwise, and then it poo-pooed away and then saying, no, it was an FOA request, and then you can see Penny and them dealing with McDonough's fucker Moselle over there with her bullshittery, and then her being poofed into non-existence and all materials taken off McDonough. Give me a break. Yeah, scripts indeed, right? JSB's just crazy. Bullshit. We all know it. Watch what's happening here. Look what's happening in the other cases. Look at all the other neighbors, babysitters, tow truck guys, fry guys, and everybody else they picked. It's all the same song and dance, man. Look what they're doing in Sebastian's. I don't know about y'all, but that playbook they pulled in Summers, it seems to have been real beneficial. It's really helped, huh? In almost 3 years. Really fucking helped. So them playing this, well, the same playbook bullshit. It's bound to help Sebastian, right? It's definitely gonna help y'all find, who done it. Clue, candlestick, in the library, right? Yeah, it'll surely help. Right? Unlike all these other cases, have pulled the same exact shit in for years. From what's forward. All of them. Same fucking shenanigans. Get what lockdown and the rest call them shenanigans. There's boots on the ground, folks. Shit. That are more apt to get an entire state's citizens' rights taken or impeded upon than any child or woman found. Yeah, because the state wants to, full citizens wants to stop them from doing tragedy event bullshit. And then bad actors go and pull a rope a dope on them. And it's fine. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'm sure this time will be it. After all the years of them not finding or helping any of these missing women or children or murdered women or children or anything like that. And then, shit, even if they could, then they go about trying to decimate or fuck up or fuck around with court proceedings too, right? Like Delphi and Reed and looks like even Koberger in Idaho 4. Who really gives a shit, right? Defense attorneys and those most likely to be fucking guilty using this realm too. Crazy, especially in this day and age with so much misinformation and Kool-Aid drinking and adrenochrome and eats babies and Bill Clinton had a three-headed baby and Ellen and Tom Hanks and Epstein and Wayfair and every time a child exits a door, they just poof. And every time a woman leaves anywhere, she's immediately under attack by somebody. But hey, wait a minute. if she actually is attacked, harm to her, she probably deserved it. She probably Amber Heard. She probably asked for it. It's mutual, or well, she's probably lying. And did she really get beat that bad though? Well, can we get her abuser somewhere on and then just see? Yeah, I mean, like, nah, it's fine. Well, it only took me 3 months to get. Well, it took me 6 months. Well, bitch, please, and you're whatever. Don't forget all that. Yeah. But either way, just watching, little off track in the Southern Driveway, but just watching Smiley stump hard for jail or Chris. And Chris, I don't care where any of this lands. This was a winning moment. He goes, I looked up that JLR fella. That's all it really takes, ain't it? Mr. Proudfoot, when you realize JLR was the first to introduce the entire world to fishing, and that he was robbing banks and shit, doing all kinds of weird shit with minor children online, or like pretty famous for being extraordinarily litigious, or the fact that he has stalked some of our U.S. reps that have been attempted to be assassinated, or that he really became super famous-ish. Well, sort of, because he went to jail, but he did create an Alex Jones for all of us to enjoy, because JLR was the first at Sandy, terrorizing those parents face to face, pretending to be Adam Lars's uncle. Fucking with families, the moms and dads of those little ones inside that building. Then he got violated when we got left to Alex Jones and gave frogs because of water or something. Whatever. You see where it got him. Alex is not doing so well these days. Karma and laws take time. Either way, thing is, it doesn't take too long to figure out who JLR is. And if you can't find him in that sector, you'll find him as one of the only true crisis actors I've ever seen, or paid actors, or whatever the hell, showing up at political events, trying to set off shit, wearing blackface, sucking Mountain Dew bottles in provocative ways, and doing the Hail Hitler arm raising and salutes and all that, and all that, and weird shit online and in person, trying to set off shit that can get whole cities burnt. I've watched him for years on political shit before ever, wildly enough, finding him here of all fucking places. So good on Chris that he's able to still use Google and not have the freedomeagle.net.trump. Jim Jones Kool-Aid variety of the Wayfair fuckery website. He actually did a regular Google search for JLR. Good on him. Anyway, they're like, well, JLR is good though. I really would like for you to talk to him because, and it does cost money. He goes here and he goes there and he would. Okay, where do you think he gets that money? He was here in Summers. I don't care what cash apps you add up for that fucker. Okay? On any of his live streams, especially the first Summers, wasn't it, bro? Who was paying for him to come here, drive here, do all things, rental cars, whatever, plus fork out $200, $300, $400 per interview of many coming and going through Beach Creek? He don't make that type of money. Unless, of course, something's swirling in the background. Somebody's pumping out that kind of money. Who'd be doing any such thing like that? Costs money, my ass. Yeah, and then when they get places, they just work so hard at doing what? Being told to fuck off by law enforcement, families, communities. Now, I can't say whether half the shit was fake yesterday night in Politanos or the day before when it was. But I can tell you, looked like, looked like Seth was in there. I was in there. A couple other people from a couple other cases at certain points. Looks like some neighbors in Quentin's case that were fed up with fucking tragedy pimps too. And we're like, fuck those people. It looked like there was a few present. All sharing similar stories of tragedy pimps. Well, of course, Politano was tragedy pimp. I mean, let's be real. And half of these players in there, of course, well, he's been working on numbers for the channel in the last few weeks. I don't know what the fuck, but whatever. Either way, unlike these tragedy films, I don't have a problem saying what the hell's on my mind, really, about any of them. I don't give a shit if it's Nancy Grace or fucking anybody else. Anywhere, right? Not the Intons, not any of them, because, like, I'm seeking nothing. Not fame, fortune, and oh my gosh, I need to be besties with, like, Duty Ron or fucking Ray Durr or fucking Politano, or let me suck ass, or let me see if I can send a super chat to Peter Hine or any of that shit to, I just, no, man. I ain't hear about that. And I'll just call it like I see it. Never have liked Nancy Grayson. Bitch is scandalous. Talking about an original tragedy pimp. That one's it, bro. That's the OG tragedy pimp right there. Imagine your fiance being murdered and then you go about the career of signing merch at crime scenes in front of families and victims and communities, talking shit, or mothers finding out their daughters have been violated in the worst ways and their clothing items left on banks because of your dumb ass on national news, and because you get now your feed of info from tragedy pimps on YouTube because you're competing with those, and instead of shutting them down like even talking head tragedy pimp shit should, if we're somewhat responsible, y'all played with them because you were in competition, and now, much like the tragedy pimps, you can't get law enforcement to give you shit or to say shit because all of you working together, like Enton bumping fucking fists with Bullhorn in front of the Idaho courthouse. All of you working together and working with one another to try to get all the bullshit. First, right? First to the scoop. You know what? I'd rather have them first to the scoop, right? The first to the real fucking information. Like, I'll wait. But I'm old school like that. Like, newspaper in the mail the next day, as long as it's accurate and correct. Better than this bullshit. Now both of you cut everybody's throats. Then again, you figured out there's money in it, right? And if you can shock mothers, grieving ones, on national TV, and you're the way they find out their children have been violated in the worst damn ways possible, plus deceased, shit, why not? And then you can do the fake gasps. Oh my gosh, I didn't know, honey. Bullshit, y'all. Bullshit, y'all, motherfuckers. Y'all are terrible. Whole damn lot of you. From national news, entertainment fucking sources, to down here at these lowest dregs of the true crime genre. Y'all suck. Like I said, evil doesn't cover it. And hell yeah, I'm just a little salty and mad about it. I'm a little in my feels about it. And I'm gonna continue to be that way. And I'm gonna continue to compile. Call it the fuck out. Because what else do you do? Turn a blind eye. Go silent. Pretend it's not happening. Feel relief that it's no longer happening to the degrees, etc. That blah blah blah. Oh look, thank God there's somewhere else now. They're on to something else. No, feel angry that they've made it on to the next, and the next, and the next, while also still commingling summary. All of us in somehow. Right? All these cases across Tennessee at once. Knowing what they've done has been terrible in that we all still seek answers, truth, a way to find it, through it, to try to untangle some of this. And if ever we'd been just left be in our natural habitats, or not headhunted or acquired, or would you quit with that pan, please? Oh my God, it ain't gonna stop. But that, it just, some of us, we still find ourselves here, obviously. It's about everything. I wish it had been so much different and that there had been like real interviews or techniques or anything, any real help here or anything done in ways to where there could have been answers, and you still know there could be, but this place won't. He's really trying to find a box, bro. Really. Oh, because the Pringles can get and play with us behind it. Okay. Anyway, I'm telling y'all I'm gonna start a YouTube for cats. So anyway, and that's the frustrating part. It's like anything that any of us still in summer say, do, give, whatever, place will just take it and do something bad with it, even if it could be used for good, maybe, but none of them can act right. So it's always just soul rendering struggle of what to do and when to say and still what not to say. And knowing there's a whole lot you shouldn't and can't say. But that some things, even little things, can maybe help shake loose some or spark some or drop a key somewhere because it's got to be out here. So how in the hell do you do that in a realm so bad that it can't, and not only can't do anything right, that's not what it's built for. It's not what it's built for, and that's not what it's about. It's not built to let the Chris and Katie speak and effective and helpful ways, or to be open-ended or done in real journalistic or investigative journalism style. It's not meant to let those like Seth speak. It's not meant to find witnesses for the good. It's not meant to any of that. So that pieces can come together and be shaped. It's the opposite. It's to create chaos, havoc, and generate and create funds, go real life, commit real crimes, on and around and in these active and ongoing cases. It's meant to terrorize entire communities, law enforcement, courts, etc., and destroy for people's viewing pleasure in their pockets and crypto and whatever else it is. Their fame, clout, channel building. Who the hell really knows what? Do I care? They all have their own things, right? An infinitesimal fucking amount of needful things. But it's all the same players. And we're back at the scamathon stage and the swearing that the I'm. Which one of you's gonna pull a 4-2-3 fucking Chase Brad quality ass this time? Or is that like too noticeable? Y'all gonna bypass that? You gonna skip that step? Right. Which one of you motherfuckers, or how many of you this time are playing fake Fed, fake CIA, fake whatever the fucks? I've already found a couple of you playing some fuck shit, let me tell you. And I think we've already had this whole stick of PI in there thing happening too, as I recall. Yeah, I think there's two of those, plus Jim Terry made an appearance too. For some reason, him in lockdown during this, and of course they found Dylan's remains and all that, but Jim and lockdown were over there being like, yeah, come to us for sunflower seeds. Man, that really pissed me off. Dylan Realm's mom, Candace Cooley, has a Facebook that directs you on how and what and when and where and why to do, all the things. And here, Jim Terry and lockdown are taking that away from Candace Cooley, Dylan, and the websites, things they have set up here. All to visit each other's channels and get all the stuff off it. That is bullshit. It infuriated me no end the other. Let's not forget the shit Jim Terry himself pulled in Dylan Round's case. Let's not forget that. So it made it extremely gross and sickening. Oh, and don't anybody tell me June 15th that JSB is the one threatening violence or scaring people or being like, she's threatening people. Because, A, that shit has never happened anyway. But don't y'all dare tell me I won't ever hear a fucking word from y'all again while you got Matt and Noel over talking about they're both coming here to fight people. Apparently, Matt's coming here to fight our abuser because the abuser accuses him being the one to steal the mailbox from 125, which I don't really doubt. Even I asked for the return of that mailbox to Monster because that mailbox does mean something to him, and it's something tied to at least a scintilla of humanity somewhere in that, maybe possibly still. Alright, I know it sounds stupid, but that thing is important to him, and it's shitty on whoever took it. I still call for the return of it to him and his family. But that it just conveniently poofed while Matt was there playing Trespass Everywhere. And with hit pieces to come back with from Wells and myself and McDonough. Well, ready-made ones to come out on demand when need be. I don't know, man. It has flavor on it, doesn't it? And then, of course, that was during the 4-2-3 Ryan finds untruth, spews shit out of his tragedy bent, pimp built Jen and Ryan Miller ass. They've been here. I know now it's Dubay or Dupe or whatever the hell, but whatever y'all say. So anyway, thing is, I got the golden ticket after helping terrorize us, put out hit pieces by Monster and that bullshit too, right? Leading up to the golden ticket. But I don't find it I don't find it a coincidence it just poofed then too. But either way, it appears that and before that, remember, Noel was on screen screaming for Lady Justice, or one that helped play the bullshit with Penny and him at the beginning and stalk everybody and supposedly it's something with Green Eyes and the bounty hunter or share shit during certain hoaxes and shit they played and all that to take time off of Summer's real investigation and fucked with the feds and all of us with and thought it was real funny. But it was entertaining for you all, I guess. Right. And now that's with the Jody Stu's property. Summer's remains are being found in a pond on 125, and oh my God, Candace Nunn, and then the Summer's remains are here, and the camper, and the monsters here, with and blah blah blah, and all the other ones y'all pulled. Let's not forget the, you know, it's fun. Okay. Don't forget all the bullshit with the first bullet debate that PG, BK, the rest played into, and the fucking Candace shifting of hours backwards or timeline. Don't forget all that. It created horse shit to take off the. You know, it's fun. But anyway, so Noelle is threatening that chick. She wants her to meet her at the vigil to beat her ass. She was screaming that on camera a couple weeks back. Now Matt slash Lockdown's wanting Monster to show up to fight him, or he's gonna fight him. Boy, ain't that a way to honor Summer. Use her vigil and coming up here to create sense that you're just gonna come up here and threaten and beat everybody's asses and do whatever and use her vigil and come up here to do it and whatever, you know? Yeah. Hashtag Summer Wells. There's Summer. Summer's Day number 3. Yay! Make sure y'all get Jenny and Adrian, the leash handlers, not to be confused with Piper or Cher, abusers, to give you some butterflies. Let's go with those weak right hooks over mailboxes. And another participant in this tragedy pimp bullshit, and one of our first stalkers and runabout directed goofballs that were playing in the fake Fed shit and fucking bounty hunter shit and all the other garbage. Make her look crazy right now, though, like, in case the cops show up knocking on her door like, yeah, it's fine. I made it look like she's entirely unaware of what she was getting up to or did or whatever. Although her words about, if it hadn't been for those bleeding kids and blah, 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 we got away with it. I'm sorry, that was Scooby-Doo. But yeah, she really, you know, her words of the neighbor and whatever else it was, fucking up shit for him, kind of gave that away. Now, don't confuse the Lady Justice theatrics recently with the Miss Harmony of the Holds a Wrench and Lockdown's chat, who come over here and pretended to be other shits in and around Kanika Jenkins, right, that day. And then went right back with what you can see because Lockdown pulls an oopsies maneuver, shows his emails, that it was a pre-planned effort so then Miss Harmony could get up there on his phone and be like, oh God, look what they did to me, open that to speech, you know. And well, if you know where Miss Harmony comes from in the way, way back, and the fuck shit that one gets up to all the way around these streets, all the time in a great deal many cases, well, it's terrible going. Anyway, oh, it does get real repetitive around here, right? But I figure that it's no different, right? If y'all could watch those assholes do the same play-by-play and give you all the same garbage night after night, live after live. They just swap out whichever woman or child's face it is at the time, or whichever neighbor or non or Jeremy or pry guy or babysitter or whatever, in any case, and y'all can eat it and buy and enjoy it as entertainment, then, well, nobody can really be like, well, JSB is just the same thing over and over again. I mean, they can, and they do, but y'all been eating and buying the same fucking script for years, in case after case after case. So, I mean, either way you slice it, shit's real repetitive around here. I don't know what to tell you. It's just kind of how it is. I really should not have had this go. Probably the wrong move on my part. I'm gonna finish that bitch though, so I am tenacious if nothing else. Even if my heart currently feels like an entire Mack truck is going through it from shoulder inward and outward. Feeling a bit like the Natural Tunnel State Park currently. Yeah. Uh huh. Like, semi is too big for the tunnel and also your valves, man. Anyway, it's too much. Espresso, knock it off. Ah, well, I'm like YOLO at this point. Man, it's a struggle. It is. Shit around here is still absolutely unfinished. No part of it is. And you struggle being a double-edged sword. But knowing there are things that could help, especially people had real tool bags. I'm really about that type of shit, real bad. You struggle watching all these others and all these other cases, and it's like here. And I've said it a few times. I know others around some of these other cases here. And being where all of us are in this community, knowing what it's done to so many, what it still does. And by it, I mean these asshole tragedy events. And what it feels like, especially when you realize how dark, deep, and deceiving and awful it is. When you realize how far these people online will go in real life. And you can't say that this, even social media, isn't real life for us. Because what is here and what you all do does have an effect on it. And y'all can turn it off. Others around these open and active cases cannot. It's entertainment for you all. It is absolutely not that for these communities in each. And by community, I always mean everyone, from family, law enforcement, neighbors, the whole fucking community and areas. Because let's be real, y'all go like 3 different cities to do shit around so much. And then some. Hell, multiple states even. Fucking Utah, Arkansas, I don't know, Alaska at this point. Where the fuck was Jose on a boat? I don't know, in the Russian fucking sea somewhere near Palin? Not sure. I can see Russia from the back door. Anyway, just like whatever, you know? What should all these other all these other cases? And you know, when you know what the hell this place is and what they do, you're terrified. And you want to stop the stuff you know is headed into and around these communities, around all these other cases. You just want to stop it cold. Anyway, guys, for tonight, I'm off here. Like I said, it's been a really long day. And I've stayed here quite a bit longer than I'd intended to. Um, I finished my last sip or two of coffee. Try to rest. Maybe actually put my legs up for a bit and try not to get one eaten off by cats in my sleep. Um, and possibly try to get a few more bites of my leftovers down because, I don't know, my body's like, food, stop. No. Past there too, so. A few bites here and there. See, I'm telling you. I knew better than coffee. I did. Anyway, honestly, I may just bypass leftovers. Just kick up the legs. Drink the last sip or two of coffee. Call it a night. It has been a really long day. Oh yeah, I forgot. I've got to pick up. Used to have not. I might hire a cat maid. Yeah, talking about you. You did it. And your sibling. And y'all, my little and my eldest keep making fun of my cat. It's not funny. It's not funny. But I think I have decided to change the cat's name, maybe, from Fatty slash Flatty Milk to something else. Because the kids aren't wrong. I don't think. Like we talked about this the other night. And honestly, if I change it to this, the only people that could ever sue me are like the fucking Skarsgård brothers. I'll take that. I'll go to court. Eric back. Yeah, I'll do it. Bill or Alexander. I'll do it. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. Last time, Barbell Mike Wachowski for the fake lawsuit cousin attempted judge mind fucking chicken on a stick bullshit. I don't know. This time, by God, I change this cat's name to Bill. And just know it's gonna be for Bill Skarsgård from It. Okay? Because of the eyes, I'm gonna do. And I don't hear one of you motherfuckers put this shit in a lawsuit, especially if you're related to our abuser and do shit on purpose. Wait, I don't want to hear fucking word from y'all. This cycle. Your tragedy bit bullshit. Just kidding. But yeah, both the kids think it's fucking hilarious. They're making fun of my cat. It's mean, is what it is. It's fucking mean. Poor cat. He really does have a little eyes. I do heckin' love the little fluffy fella. And he's got like the jumping spider poofy paws, you know. Freaking adorable. Anyway. But them eyes, man, them eyes. There's something else. Anyway. But yeah. Fucking on this place. But for right now, we're just gonna leave it at Fatty Melt slash Flatty milk because I don't know. He's just getting on. And then remember that cycle I had to actually do with my children and the fuckery and with their abuser and a date given out to someone and selected for that fucking lawsuit to keep me from saying goodbye to eldest when he shipped out. And then that leading up, I just cannot. This whole group over and over again, right? But it was a script that wasn't supposed to exist. And haha, it's a spider tear. And haha, and she's histrionic. Right, right, right. I guess y'all could ask Chris and Katie and, well, I don't know about Seth now. I think he still thinks she'll have some use or gonna help him or something. I don't know. I hate that fella. But, looks like Chris is on Googling JLR. Or you done tried to capture that. And then they stopped playing your fucking games and wouldn't play them all the way to begin with, so I don't know. Either way, point is, I don't know. I guess y'all can add them to the roster now too, right? Are they histrionic? Are they wrong? Are they calling JLR wrong? Are they calling you all? And just within weeks, Chris, even without being over in this realm, and just by watching, probably a few things here and there, maybe TBI telling them what to exactly watch out for, beware of. Much like they'd said about the GoFundMe things to them already. Um, or maybe because of his background in certain professions and such. Maybe if he was on the other. So I guess y'all can. Are they histrionic too? Are they liars? Are they bullshitting about what y'all are? Like those in Cash's Classics and Sears Harmonies. How about Candace Cooley? Dylan's, who called Joe out. Once changes enacted too. How about the entire state of fucking Florida in potatoes? Hmm? Was the entire fucking state you all got their rights impeded upon, trying to stop you? Are they lying? How about all the sheriffs, feds, newspapers, all the others, the babysitters, the anons, the Jeremys, the fry guys, the tail guys, all them? They all lying to all y'all? We all history fucking on it? All making up the scripts for you all to fit in instead of the opposite. Who's lying here exactly? Think it's all of us? Nah, I'm gonna bet it's you all mind fucking people, making them falsely believe it's all of us lying on poor little you all. Making up things. We're all crazy. We're all liars. Can't be believed. We're all sus. We're all people of interest. Even if prime and onlys are named. Right? Or people are already in jail or sitting in courtrooms in front of a jury or judge of their peers. Somebody bring out the cult or a church or something. Which, I mean, there is some weird shit. To be real. At least in Summer's case, it does look like church members, at least, are somehow on the suspect list. According to Ainsley at the 2 year mark. And everybody around here. Anyway, so I don't know, man. I'll bet it ain't all of us. And no matter how Sebastian goes, no matter who Chris really is, or Seth really is, or Katie really is, or however their case goes. Chris ain't wrong about you motherfuckers. Neither's Katie. Neither's the TBI who warned them about you. But yeah, let's remember those guys, they can't do their fucking jobs, right? They can't be trusted, it's corrupt, it's whatever the hell else. They got too much on their plate. They only have 3 guys working in one desk and a phone. And even if that were the case, shit, look at y'all go. Look how much shit over the years, but at least 3 in Tennessee, y'all been inundating the fuck out of TBI and FBI with your bullshit for years. Now you're doing it in four cases minimum across Tennessee. Layla's, Holland's, Summers, Sebastian's. Imagine how fucking overwhelmed they are with your tragedy pimp shit drowning out everywhere. But yeah, hashtag where's Layla? Hashtag where's Sebastian? Hashtag where's hashtag where are the flyers? I don't know, probably in the back of a 423's fucking car somewhere. Well, no, wait, that was a whole newspaper. It's fine. Probably a dumpster somewhere. So, I never doubt religion as far as, yeah, I mean, it's the, uh, but not to culty degrees and the adrenochrome and all that bullshit. Religion, things, it's always hidden. Crimes of the worst kind. It's one of those chicken or the eggs, though, right? The predators naturally develop there, or do they flock to it in order to take advantage under the guise of religion and trusting nature of, or is that why they hit the same with Boy Scout uniforms or any other community type jobs, that sort of thing, right? To where they can get access to women and children, those likely not to say, speak out, afraid to, not believe to it. Yeah. It's been a thing for like as long as religion's been about. There's always been abuses, but there isn't any type of thing like that. Just like scouts or things, you know. But it happens daily, religion or not. Uh, but the whole cult woo aspect of shit, no. As close as you'll get to that probably is, you know, some Mormon shit or Scientology or something. And I'm talking about the hardcore Mormon shit. Yeah, whatever, but still, there's some freaky shit about some of these, of course. You know, doesn't mean it's cult. It means just predators finding the perfect place to prey upon innocent in perfect guises to do so. Just like here on YouTube with your creators. This is like shooting fish in a barrel for them. Heartstrings, criminals, tragedies, demographics, all the perfect things in play to let them eat over here well, to have a tech buffer where laws not quite met up with tech, where they keep hoping they won't be found, sussed out, compiled, or whatever, or eventually see their doors and shit kicked in or held responsible or accountable for them. Um, Chanel, I think it's best that I not answer any of those questions about whether I see C and D, uh, and whether I feel any safer lately. And honestly, I'd say no. Still got an abuser using this fucking realm. Still have stalkers on the goddamn daily feeding back our bullshit to this group that lines right back up abusers and all these other things. So no, not really. But it'll be what it is. And if you know for a fact that Katie and Chris are being watched, and you know by whom, they're rich players in Tragedy Pimpville here, I would highly suggest you pick up the phone and report them. Because that shit ain't right. Ain't nobody needs to be stalking, watching, following anyone around any of these cases. The feds and law enforcement are well fucking aware of all people around any of these cases. They're well aware of everyone's whereabouts. They don't need you motherfuckers following, stalking, driving by their goddamn house, or being even members of the community. Just happen to drive by, but then getting in touch with tragedy pimps, and feeding back to them either, or being petting zoo tour guides like you and such, or the Cathys, or the Toasters, or that other fucking Nana. I don't know. There's so many of those damn things. They just everywhere, everywhere. Anyway, but yeah, there ain't no need for anybody to be stalking, following, watching anyone around any case. There's no need for any boots on the ground. There's no need for anyone to go from behind their little Karen chairs in their cul-de-sacs or trailer parks, where the fuck else. I don't care if it's a pup tent, a fucking KLA, a minivan on the side of the freeway, or a piper sleeping in some fucker's driveway type of weird shit. Don't go real life. Don't go on the ground. Y'all ain't needed. Y'all ain't necessary, and your people ain't gonna find shit, do shit other than touch, contaminate, or plant evidence. Alright? That's it. Simple as that. No looky-loos, no petting zoo drive-bys, no, oh my gosh, this person's near me, let me go drive by their shit, and the scene, or the addresses, and get a TikTok vid, and squeal, and post online while not thinking that cops, or locals, or someone else could see, or hear, or whatever the return of real culprits, etc., but would miss them because you all want to be like, oh, I gotta get a TikTok vid. Oh look, my medium or psychic self needs to drive by in the middle of the night. Oh my gosh, and do a video for YouTube, or let's drive about. And, no. It's a good quote, but I don't recall it ever being written that way. Anyway, but yeah, no boots on the ground are necessary. There's enough boots on the ground. Real searchers, real helicopters, real fucking equipment, real forensics, real divers, real drones that really don't trespass because feds and law enforcement have permission. Well, they don't have to, but you know, whatever. But they have permission or warrants, or ain't nobody denying them access to anything. You know, they're the big boy shit that does the big boy things that then you all are told never happens, and everybody's just a goddamn Barney Fife dropping a gun and shooting on foot at every active case when they show up, filling that one line and leaving. Um, and then y'all over here acting stupid. Some creators got y'all believing it. It's stupid shit. Stupid shit. You think they checked the cars? Do you think they did this? Do you think they did favorite? Do you think that? Do you think that they've interviewed? Well, they need to blah, like basic when you first like ID channel crime scene shit. Everybody knows this basic bitch investigation 101. These motherfuckers are overacting it. Believing from these trashy pimps shit ain't been done or needs to be done, or y'all. Do you think they checked the car? I just can't. Y'all wild over here. Wild, I think. Either way. But yeah, same shit, different day. Tragedy, Pintville. Different case, but also they are commingling. So, what is still the same playbook? May look like different faces are on it this time. Others have gone dark. Can't figure out the game they're playing and how it's being done case after case. I don't know what to tell you. If you really think it's new channels suddenly popping up, or well, your favorite creators went here and this one ain't doing this anymore, and suddenly here's a squeaky clean, but you kind of seen it in the periphery in summers and whatever. I got news for you. You know, look back at the other cases and how this cycle goes each and every time. Same here. The same group is with it, behind it, around it, circling it. It ain't nothing new for them, and it's not been. Not from Chasing to MGL to AB to Smiley's, the Queen, everybody. All of them. J4, Job, the rest. Like, him for years. Bomb, even. I mean, they all link back in so many ways, from hate and drama channels to true crime, and swapping back and forth over the years and whatever, right? Jenny and Adrian's ain't new on scene either. All those, some of the players here, they've been watching for many cases, even the locals here, right? Picnics, the Duncans, the Birdies and Rojos and fucking Heathers and Jennifers and fucking Christies and all the other fucking players, you know, the Nanas and the mama bears and the bullshits and the squalls and all of them. They all going way, way back. Scots even, shit. I think they were all just new. Like y'all thought Pretty Penny was shiny new in summers and she was just so shy. Couldn't give on pale burst. No, she was given a channel as, um, and they're cycling. And then it's just whatever, man. Feels more like a Robert Frost type of not enhanced. The woods are lovely, dark, and deep. I have miles to go. If only you could pick out and use out of context a Poe line. Nevermore, quoth the raven. But you can't really do it. Scoop out wee bits of a telltale heart. Use them at will, out of context. You know, when I was in drama, which I did all the things. I was in band, drama, choir. I know you wouldn't believe so with this shiny new, like, 2 mil voice I have, but once upon a time, once upon a time. Anyway, somehow I had the understudy of Juliet, right? But ended up as the fucking friar. Which I didn't mind, really. Because my bestie was from the football team was playing Romeo, and I didn't really want to go there. Um, so that was fine by me. Right? Brown robe, rope tie. And I watched all the others, their lines, even then as a kid, it was like, the, I mean, that, had more profound lines, I think, than most, you know. So many. And I can still remember most of them. Just like I remember, I guess, you know, notes and fingers on the saxophone and that type of thing throughout the years. Another instance, saxophone was my favorite. Anyway, I'd say, as far as lines go, if I had one for here for tonight, a plague upon both your houses. The anti-tragedy pimp, tragedy pimps, and the tragedy pimps. A plague upon both your houses. Either way, and don't get me started on the Shakespeare and how little things can make an average day and not so average day, and the little things can play into the major ones, world changing ones, life and death. Oh, everybody else sees Romeo and Juliet as tragic love stories. I see it more of a timing thing, an ill-fated thing. Little things, minuscule things that affect all the giant things. If not, but for the weird part was I hated drama. I loved the reading. The memorizing came naturally to me. It was an instant thing. But I hated it. That still holds true. I don't like bad actors. I don't like shit I can guess before I can watch it. First 3 seconds. I and this guy I've been talking to were talking about the other night. He's much like myself. Can't find shit you can watch in the first 30 seconds to a minute and have it all like, fuck. Or you open a page on a book and you're like, fuck. He does like horror movies. I used to love those. Suspense and things, but obviously can't partake much. I've been trying to will myself over that hump. But also he likes the scary places. And all my people, they always swear it's like we're talking the other night. And I was like, now my friends swear they're going to the little asylums and the sleepovers and whatever else with me every Halloween this year. And then Halloween comes and everybody's like, I have like cul-de-sac duty. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Thought we were going to like that haunted house in like fucking Nashville where they can touch you and do the things and you might have a fucking stroke or heart attack and they're not responsible. You know, and I thought we were going to like fucking asylums in like Ohio and Kentucky. What the fuck? Anyway, his friends do the same thing. Turns out. Anyway, but yeah, weirdly enough, like shit like that. I don't like bullshit con artists, psychics, Google spirit boxes. I don't really believe in ghosts. Bigfoot, cave mountain people, Mothman, conspiracy theories, Kool-Aid. But I do love history and creepy places and psyche and psychology behind why it is our hair stands up, even if we know better. So, yeah, it's interesting. The power and the darkness holds over cavemen wearing. Not sure I have all that, even as a kid. A little one, if I snuck out or crept out. Usually barefoot. Make my way around because it was quieter back in those days. And I'd make my little barefoot way into the dark woods or walking in the creeks. Cool water, the dark nights. Or often at one of my uncle's churches or graveyards here. And I'd sit in the silence. Not sure why. Seemed like the happening place to be. I think it was always the history. Because there's so many here that are even Civil War and things. And wondering what their stories were. Woods all around. Even though it being very quiet here. It's always quieter there, but in a way noisier. the silence, but the profound loudness of even the little things. When it's that quiet, despite the orchestras of bugs and critters and leaves moving and swaying and grasses rustling and critters jumping branches and chattering and fighting over some nut or root or creeks trickling and little rocks or little splashes here and there, minnows or, frogs or whatever. Those little things in the stillness being so extraordinarily loud, but beautiful. Moments like those, it's like the whole world has vanished except for you. Still, peaceful. Anyway, y'all, I'm out of here for the night. I have finished my last sip, and now I've got myself craving the darkness and walking about that I probably should not even remotely attempt right now. Lest I want coyotes or something chewing on my fucking leg instead of kitty cats, which I still do have to pick up. Because they've run amok today. And then by in the morning, or by 3 a.m., because, my cat doesn't love 3 a.m., right? They'll do their runabouts again, and it'll be a hot mess. So, yeah, uh, coffee and cats before long. Sure. Guess that's they leave me with leg. And I've also got to locate that squirrel too. Like I said, it was just a fun bit that was left. Nothing really on it, but ain't nobody got time for that. And trying to play capture the flag with him was not working in the least. Such small things very growly in mine. I wasn't even thought about it. So, anyway, I'm gonna nap it. I'm gonna go fond it. Now, but they're gonna be pissed. So anyway, um, yeah, I'm a lot of coffee and the night calls, but I'm gonna behave. I'm gonna try to behave and just chill. I did find some good documentaries the other night, or not before. I don't know. It's been a documentary type few days, but anyway, yeah, I'm out of here, y'all. Do me a favor, little pebbles, little sparks, one voice, even if it's all broken and shiznit. Okay, it matters. Okay, sparks can become infernos, pebbles, ripples, tsunamis, one voice symphonies. They can change lives. They can save a great deal. Many, just a little thing a day, little thing here and there can change something halfway across the world. You may never know it, but it can. And they do. The small things matter. They matter. As always, please do share the DD/Universal Hand Signal for Help. It can and does save lives, including medical emergencies, those at home alone, elderly, public settings, all varieties. Um, Tap electronic, do that hand signal. The more y'all share it, the more people know it, recognize it, can use it. And eventually, the more tech meets up with, call centers, the more lives it can save. Um, and as you can see, DV continues to be an issue, even though this realm chooses to use it as entertainment. Do not forget, domestic violence played a giant role inside of Ben Hill. And that road over many generations had many predators of many varieties, monsters. And that hand signal can save many, like our children or us, inside of there. Maybe enough time to leave paperwork trails behind. Some monsters can't get ahead, flip scripts, ask for favors, do weird funky shit. It can keep us from leaving places like that in body bags only. And that goes for many women and children in many hollows across this country and many other countries just like it, where help's often far away. Phone signals are meh. You can save lives by simply sharing that hand signal. So many different ways. Like I said, from disabilities to medical emergencies to elderly to SADV, kidnappings, public settings, private homes. You can save lives by sharing it. Instead of sitting back and watching it and abusers as entertainment only. As always, please do share Summer's picture, information, and color by her name. And y'all know what I mean by information. Y'all been here long enough, you know my spiel. Info does not mean social media, Tragedy Pimp Land, YouTube, JLRs, Bullhorns, Entons, garbage, Nancy Graces, none of that shit. Not even our dumbasses around Summers speaking, because guess what? We ain't shit. We ain't the end alls be alls. Not everything can be a thing. Not everything will be a thing. Hell, a lot of things are going to be wrong. They won't fit. They won't go. They ain't the final piece, you know. So it just is what it is. We are not the information you seek, my dudes, okay? All we can ever do is speak from our perspectives, our mutual lives lived alongside of our community and neighbor type knowledge of type of shit, uh, things we witnessed, heard, know, etc., that we feel safe or comfortable or okay enough to give uh, at whatever juncture um, we find ourselves at any given time. So, that being said, please stick with real media, investigative journalists, Ansley, Bobo, etc., like those. Um, Local surrounding police agencies, state police, TBI, FBI. Remember, Summer's Q&A is over there on the Fed's website. Bobo, in a great deal many of his articles, has put the link in there in case you cannot. Just put in Summerwell's, TBI, etc. You find it easily. You could do so under Bobo, Summerwell's, find some of his articles, go click a link. It'll take you there. He's also copy and pasted portions of it, if not all of it, some of his articles. You'll find a lot of his stuff at Hawkins News over here on YouTube, Times, Kingsport Times News, Rogers Review. You'll find Ansley, WJHL, also WCYB there. You know, they all count. Um, but yeah, and I encourage you, instead of this play, and it doesn't matter what case, please go look up the Q&As they have almost every time, including Sebastian's, on the Fed's website. Read them. Make yourselves very aware of the facts and things in each case around each child or woman or whatever it may be. And usually children, though. And that way these tragedy pimps, YouTube land, as soon as they have to stay within certain bounds, they can't mind fuck you as easily, feed you Kool-Aid, drive narratives, terrorize and torment communities even more than they can always do or find a way to do. It keeps you all a little safer as subs, chat members, real humans, real hearts, that type of thing, and from being messed with as much or used or wrapped up in shit before you know it. It's too late. By these true crime content creators. Content creators, capital C-O-N. Alright. Um, and remember, those like Layla and them have Q&A things and their case stuff, I think, Kingsport and otherwise. They have information there. So I would always sort of go to the local agencies and local media and TBI and Fed's websites around any of these cases and any continuing, as always. Because until it's stopped there, will always be an extra, unfortunately. Anyway, y'all just keep sharing Summer's picture information, calling her by name. It's a very tangible way to help find her. Hopefully shake loose perpetrators. I know it sounds silly, but it's more helpful than any reward fund. Because it turns out, I became aware shortly after being hunted, captured, and a misstep in between all these things. Turns out, those rarely lead to shit, if ever, because most people will come forward with information without any reward. Imagine that. And yeah, no, nope. So sharing just these children or women's pictures information is more helpful than reward funds. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, all right. Um, yeah. So y'all just keep sharing Summer's picture information. Calling her by name. I'm gonna keep having faith and hope, and I know from the very top of my head to my tippy toes, the absolute certainty. Feds in LA, much like Mirror and Jurassic Park, closer than they appear. Not inept in the least. And they will find Summer. And the person in person is responsible. And I believe that firmly. I do. And I'll continue to hold faith and hope. Anyway, you have a good morning, good evening, good night, wherever y'all are. And may you find the little things and enjoy them on this itty bitty tiny speck in these vast cosmos. Enjoy everything. Because you never know when the average day turns into not average. Much love, guys.